While ambling down a crowded street, shopkeeper Nevin saw a great throng of people ahead. Approaching to investigate, he saw a strange small man hawking potions, calling out to the streets. Turtle's amazing potions, limited supply, feel the power of the Watcher in every step. Shopkeeper Nevin pondered if getting the magical potion from the mysterious man named Turtle was a good idea. Yeah, sure. Why not? What do we have? Speaking to the local merchants, the following merchandise is in high demand. Potato, bear meat, and venison. I have to remember that. Grab some of those. The little man grinned delightedly at Nevin's interest. Certainly, certainly. Here's your very own turtle potion, guaranteed to give you incredible surge of power. Nevin walked away, uncertain of it exactly of what he just purchased. Speaking of purchasing, what am I doing? Okay, check meat availability. There are meats in the store, but they're too expensive for the commoners. I need to find a chef capable of turning cheap meat into a tasty delight like the royal meat. First things first, let's go back and check the market. Now, let's go to the shop. What did it say? Potato, venison, and I think bear meat. Grab a couple of these and a couple of these. Jeez, another one. Amidst the bustle of town, shopkeeper Nevin suddenly heard a commotion ahead. Dashing to investigate, Nevin came up across quite a sight. A pair of brigands terrorizing a defenseless mother and a tiny child. The fiends appeared to be trying to wrestle a bag out of the woman's hands. This injustice would not stand. Shopkeeper Nevin sprang into action. Shopkeeper Nevin dashed into the fray with a cry of, "Halt, thieves!" Fortunately, the muggers didn't even see Nevin coming, so a well-timed tackle was able to fell them both in an instant. The thankful mother mumbled some shaken thanks and fled off with her child into the streets. There are no items up for sale. I don't claim to know how to make high-quality meats. I'll need to send off for a chef from Getsoberry to come and assist me. Which means I need to do this. There, the letter has been sent. While I wait for the chef to respond, I should continue to collect various meats. I'll need two things for sure. A hefty bounty of cheap meat to use as a base, and an exquisitely cooked meat to copy preparation style. There are no items for sale. Okay, I'm not understanding why I can't... not understanding why I can't get any items up for sale. Oh, I guess, okay.
Whoa.
There we go, that takes care of that. How should shopkeeper Nevin get his hands on some meat? I've heard of some rare shipments of meat have arrived at the docks. In times like this, sometimes I need to turn to less than ideal characters. Let's turn to some less than ideal characters. I've had various dealings in the past with some less than savory characters who can procure special items. Perhaps the items they can get me this time will be little more than savory. Odd. He suddenly got inspired and ran off. He said he had a plan and to meet later at the town square. I should see if my chef has arrived by then.
Oh, Logan.
Ah, my chef has arrived. I'll give him the royal meat and set the benchmark for the meat's quality. Alright, let's close these. Now that's some meat. I'll cook it up and try a few experiments with it. Good. He seems more excited by my challenge. I'll need that kind of enthusiasm when I start bringing him my meat samples. Speaking of which, it's about time to meet with my shady friend and see if he found me a meat source. Which means we need to go to the docks. Cedric should be back soon. Ah, there he is now. He looks a little worn out and his clothes are covered with dirt. Maybe I should investigate this before I take whatever meat he has procured for me. Hey, meat is meat. As long as it's edible, right? I really do want... Yeah, let's know where the meat came from.
Bread, croissant.
I can never take anything unless I'm completely sure what it is or where it's from. It's clear that something shady is going on here. But does that really come as a surprise?
Vanessa.
Listen, do you want this meat or not? Looks like I'll have to investigate this myself. There's a very obvious mud trail from him leading towards the pit of judgment. I don't know if we want meat that's come from the pit of judgment. Also, now we need to sleep, get our energy back up. We need to sleep, get our energy back up, and then once we do that, we need to make some food because he's hungry now. Of course, there's people in my house, or my market here, who keep interrupting. Alright, now that that's done, we can go to the pit of judgment. The trail continues towards the cave. It heads towards the graveyard. Oh no. Oh no. I think I know where this meat came from. He may have had a wealth of meat, but I'm not so sure I want it now. Is this a good source of meat? Although really, these people aren't using their meat anyway. It's best to put it to good use. Alright? Yeah, I can't do this. We need to find our meat somewhere else. I can't take this meat after seeing this. I have to find a more wholesome source. I've heard of some rare shipments of meat that arrived at the docks. I've heard of meat coming from a most unlikely place. Let's go to the docks. I've heard a rumor that a shipment of rare imported meats from Gatsoberry arriving at the dock this week. Perhaps I could get a peek at these shipments and take a sample for myself.
Wycliffe.
Strange. There's a guard here. It would seem this shipment is more valuable than I thought. Let's see what's going on. Ask about added security. These are personal meats from the Gatsoberry for your king. No looky-loos allowed. This might be a little risky.